I may or may not have spent the last hour just singing All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey on loop. Mind your own business. Months until Christmas. January, done. February, done. March, done. April, done. May, done. June, done. July, done. August, done. We're almost at Christmas! Oh my god, I'm so excited. But hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about Bretman Rock. Now Bretman Rock is, in my opinion, one of the most unproblematic YouTubers, not even beauty gurus, but YouTubers. He seems to just care about his art and his family and his fans, but you know what, I fuck with that and I love that in a beauty guru. And the only times we've talked about Bretman have been positive, so that's how you know you're doing something right, Bretman. Adam McIntyre loves you, bitch. So the clip we're going to be talking about is Bretman Rock indirectly calling out family channels and basically the exploitative nature of that job. Now my opinion on family vlogging channels is they should not exist. I have videos planned and I have an entire script written up on a video talking about family channels and calling out ones in particular, so do not worry, that video is not going to be long away, but I'm not going to spoil my opinions on it that much, but I'm still going to talk about it. But first, whenever we get into this, for a little bit of context, we need to hear what he said. Now I pulled this up. This is a 38-second snippet from one of his videos and it's very important, so let's watch it and then we will discuss, okay? Okay. I'm still excited about Christmas. And so he's talking about Cleo, who is his niece, I'm pretty sure.
And if Cleo doesn't ever want to film, like, I don't force her, like, as you can see right now, like, I told her she could go. She's really coming to the age where she, like, knows what's going on. There's days where, like, I pull out my camera and then she would, like, run, and so obviously I'm not gonna, like, force the kid to be in front of the camera if they don't want to. And also there's, like, times where, like, Cleo and I goes out and then people want to take pictures with her, which is fine if she wants to be, but there's times where people are like, oh, can you grab Cleo? Like, I want to take a picture with her. But, like, she's running around, you know, and, like, she's a kid, and I just want her to be a kid and stay a kid, and really enjoy being a kid, you know? She doesn't have to take pictures with people. And if Cleo doesn't ever want to film, like,
first of all, moment of silence for Bretman Rock. Moment had. Bretman is so damn intelligent, and I am so glad he is speaking up against this, because what he has just said is something that needs to be talked about. Children's boundaries on YouTube. And the nature of family vlogging channels that relies on their children. That is weird. Family channels rely on sometimes even the trauma of the child to be put on camera for clickbait. She cried, she's upset today, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird, and family channels to me are disgusting, number one. The older I get, the more I see an issue with it, and the more I feel bad for these children when they grow up. And first of all, they'll have the effects of their entire life and bad portions of their childhood being shown on camera on the internet for anyone to see. Sometimes millions of people watching these videos per video, and whenever they're in their teenage years and growing up, they can look back and see these videos, uncomfortable ones, but also know that millions of people have seen them. And they don't know what kind of people have been watching. And that's the issue surrounding family channels, and the reason that YouTube turned off comments on any video that basically includes children. In my opinion, family channels should not exist. And I'm not for this kind of video should not exist, this kind of video should not exist, because people come after me all the time and say commentary videos should not exist. You're just spreading hate into the universe. Okay, we'll have that same energy for family channels, because they're doing much worse than what I'm doing. I hate to break it to you. They're revolting. They literally emotionally manipulate their audience, but also their children at the same time. And so Bretman Rock, for a little bit of context, as he's talking about his niece Cleo, she'll be in some of his videos, but she won't be in all of them, so he's not relying on her for content or clicks, which is why these family channels rely on their children for clicks, and then whenever their children is getting to a certain age, they don't want to be on video anymore and they're being difficult about it, you know what they do? Oh, pregnancy announcement! We see through it. Isn't it ironic how family channels have babies like clockwork? I'm thinking about one in particular in my head, but there's a reason that they have kids like clockwork. It's not because they love children, it's because they love views and making money, and they know that that's their income. Ooh, nasty. So the fact he's accepting Cleo's boundaries, saying sometimes she wants to be in videos and I allow her to be, sometimes she doesn't, and you know what, I don't chase after her. Which is what family channels do. They literally chase after these children when they're crying, when they're in emotional bad states, and be like, here's the camera, say hello to the people, oh my god, she's crying, y'all, look, aww, she cried. Clickbait, you know what I mean? I've watched the most disgusting family channel videos, and just the idea of them now, nah. And also, Bretman Rock is bringing up the fact that in public, when he's out with Cleo, sometimes fans will come up and ask for pictures of both of them. Now, that's automatically weird, and I think it's very weird. Fans going up and asking for pictures of children who are children of their favorite person, that's weird as well. But the fact that they're not even asking for pictures of just with him, but also, can you go and get Cleo so she can be in this picture? That's weird. And I'm so happy that he's like, no, she's a kid, she's living her life, she doesn't want us, she's running around, she can do that. She does not need to be in your picture, it's not important. And you know what, Bretman? I am so happy hearing someone with a big platform like him taking his job and responsibility seriously. As a public figure, but also a personal figure. And someone like Cleo will have the fundamental support around her because of Bretman, and because of how he acts is how I assume everyone else around her does, that she'll grow up and feel comfortable about being on camera in her younger years, knowing that it was selected times. It wasn't all the time. The thing with family channels is they don't respect any boundaries. You can't tell me any different. Every single video is about those children. How is that allowed? And I'm also super happy that Bretman literally says no. She's running around. We'll take the picture, not us three. Props. So a lot of people were so opinionated about this because the topic of family channels is very much so a hot topic on YouTube right now, with people calling them out and being very opinionated on that. So I asked my subscribers and I said, opinion on Bretman discussing his opinion on children in front of camera and family channels and how he lives his life with his family on camera and off. And then I include the clapping emoji because I'm so happy he did this. He's not only setting the boundaries with Cleo, but also with his audience and what to know moving forward. And for that, Gabriella said, I'm glad that he shares his love with his fans for his niece without upsetting her or rocking her concept of reality, and that's very important. Kids need that stability, and I'm glad he's in tune with that, and I think this is what it's all about, honestly. Kids are growing up and are very vulnerable, and they need that stability. Umbrella Flamingo said, this makes me so happy. Basically, every YouTuber who has a child in their life exploits them for views, interactions, so I'm glad that Bretman is taking a stand against that kind of behavior. And it's funny as well whenever a YouTuber gets pregnant and they say, oh, my content is not going to be about this baby. I'm going to keep my life private. I'm going to keep my relationship private. And then once they have that baby and they see that their channel and their legacy on YouTube is dying, they rely on their baby then, and they push all their content to being about their baby and their child because that's all they really have going for them at that rate. Moving on. Shook said, he's such an amazing uncle. I'm glad he doesn't force her to be on camera if it makes her uncomfortable. I really applaud him for that. Mary said, good on him, honestly. There are family channels that exploit their children, and the fact that they don't realize this is sad. Just seeing Bretman being rational gives me a little hope for humanity. Brittany said, this is an amazing point of view. It's ironic with all these family channels that they act so wholesome, but in reality they're manipulating their children for money. Tiara said, it's important that the adults in children's lives teach them that they have a choice early on. Consent is so significant for them to understand. It's important that they know they don't have to say yes to everything all the time, and that's very important. And that's a boundary that family channels break. I don't know about you, but if my mom and dad were family channels and were vlogging me every single day from my birth, that really intimate moment up until now, and I was looking back, I'd be like, delete that now or I will sue. And also the fact that you don't get to grow up privately and all your interactions with your parent are basically forced for videos is disgusting to me. Chris said, and see, this is one of the reasons why we love Bretman. He's real as F and he knows how to tell it how it is. Makeup by Jocelyn said, I wish these YouTubers who were exploiting their kids were more like Bretman. She said, I love it. It makes me so happy when people treat children like actual human beings and respect their boundaries. It's a great trait to show to kids, and even Cleo understands what's going on because she says thank you when they say they'll leave her alone. That one random kid said, it's great that he's respecting Cleo's boundaries. I've seen some clips of family channels where the kids don't want to be filmed, but the family members film anyway. So it's a nice breath of fresh air to hear him say that. Good for him. Celine said, I love Bretman so much. I just wish he would knock some sense into Nikita. Yeah, that's the next goal. Abigail said, I honestly despise these channels with all the bones in my bodies. I think it's good for someone with a bigger platform to be talking about it that is shedding more light on it. Good for him. Selfie Queen said, I truly love Bretman and have been watching him for years, and I'm so happy that he's taking Cleo's feelings, wants, and needs into account. Children should not be exploited for views. They should never be forced to be on camera also because an adult in their life wants them to be. Toasted Bagel with cream cheese, said, when he's unproblematic and respectful, we need more people like him on this platform and not Jar Jar Sprinkles, shame Tedson. And fake tan mojo. Nayakat said, yes, Bretman, being a YouTube star influencer is his job. He shares with his family and us, and I believe his sister, Cleo's mum, had started her own YouTube channel as well. But goes long time when we're hesitant on camera. It's great to me that he acknowledges Cleo's feelings and lets her be a kid. I also love when they're together, he really lets her play with makeup and recite positive affirmations to her, which I hope builds her confidence in this world. It's genuine and I'm here for it. He's an awesome uncle. And again, Emma said, I think that every single family channel should look at that statement. It's so great that he does this for her. As we all know, there are many family channels that just use their kids for views, which is sick and twisted. Kiana said, he's one of the most genuine people on this platform, period. YouTube generation is oversaturated with extremely toxic people, and it seems like he's one of the only level-headed ones left. Good for him for speaking up. Okay, I'm gonna read out one more. Not So Russian said, honestly, just respect. That's exactly how all YouTubers with kids should think. Especially those wholesome and cute family channels who basically exploit their kids and invades child's privacy. Kids must have a choice about filming once they understand what's going on. Just because you're a parent, it does not mean you have the right to control their life and put their business out there at such a young age. Yes, you were the one that popped them out, but that doesn't mean that their life belongs to you. I feel huge respect towards Bretman of the way he treats and thinks about Cleo. I can't believe people support beauty gurus like Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Nikita Dragon, and many more when there are many good, genuine, and non-problematic ones out there. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Bretman, well done. This statement is amazing. I'm actually going to listen to it one more time.
And if Cleo doesn't ever want to film, like, I don't force her, like, as you can see right now, like, I told her she could go. She's really coming to the age where she, like, knows what's going on. There's days where, like, I pull out my camera and then she would, like, run, and so obviously I'm not gonna, like, force the kid to be in front of the camera if they don't want to. And also there's, like, times where, like, Cleo and I goes out and then people want to take pictures with her, which is fine if she wants to be, but there's times where people are like, oh, can you grab Cleo, like, I want to take a picture with her, but, like, she's running around, you know, and, like, she's a kid, and I just want her to be a kid and stay a kid and really enjoy being a kid, you know? She doesn't have to take pictures with people. And if Cleo doesn't have—
I just have to give him mad props for this. Like, he is such a genuine person. I just wish him all the success in the world, honestly. Guys, what's your opinion of Bretman speaking out against family channels and speaking of his own experience and how he acknowledges the boundaries of his niece Cleo on and off camera? I really fuck with him. Guys, let me know what your opinion is and I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Stan Bretman Rock for clear skin.